Hello, everybody. This is Crystal Guardian here to do another tarot reading for the collective. I'm going to call in our guides, guardians, spirit, ancestors. Please give us your divine guidance and wisdom in this reading. Let us know anything we need to know. Any negative energies being sent our way, please return them back to the sender. So, at the bottom of the deck, I'm seeing roller coaster already. So, let's get into this reading. Okay, we have cuffing season coming out, single, ready to mingle, ready for a relationship, on the hunt, and tiptoeing, avoiding getting caught, acting shady, sneaking around. Let's get more energy. Okay, I'm getting kind of too many. All right, so we have bye Felicia, peacing out, thank you next, leaving, not caring. We have knocked up, pregnancy, expecting motherhood, chained, codependency, unhealthy attachment, weighed down, turn, party animal, sex, drugs, and alcohol, surface pleasures. Got two more. Okay, we have machismo coming out. Masculine pride, toxic masculinity, meeting manly expectations. And the blues, scared, heavy emotions, mental distress. Okay, so from what I'm getting from these cards is you're now single and ready to mingle after catching somebody tiptoeing around being shady. You've put this person in the past with this bye Felicia here. Now with knocked up being here, this person could have gotten a third party pregnant. This can also be about new beginnings for you. Pregnancy, expecting motherhood. So this person, like I said, this could be literal, that this person knocked somebody up. They could have even knocked you up. You could have a child with this person or be expecting a child with this person. You could have been pregnant when you caught this person being shady. Or like I said, they could have gotten a third party pregnant. Take it as it resonates. This could also be about you expecting new beginnings. It doesn't have to be literal. With chain being here, whatever this relationship was between you and this person, this was an unhealthy attachment. It weighed you down. This person had you in a trauma bond, basically. You were codependent on this person, but they kept you bound, weighed down. Whoever this person was that was tiptoeing around being sneaky. Now, they could have been sneaky with third parties, but they could have also been hiding the fact that they had a drug or alcohol addiction. This is somebody who liked to party, very concerned with, very selfish, I want to say, like concerned with their own pleasures, didn't care how it affected other people. They're in this machismo energy. So I'm taking that the collective is a feminine energy. Whoever this person is, they're a masculine, toxic masculinity. And I feel like they felt like as a man, they didn't have to be faithful. Like they're kind of like one of those men that's like, oh, well, men are supposed to cheat. Men are, they have a higher sex drive than a woman, so it's okay for a man to go out and cheat on their wife or girlfriend, and that should just be accepted by the woman, but the woman wouldn't be allowed to do the same thing. There's a double standard there, that this person thinks that because they're a man, they're allowed to go out, do what they want, be shady, while you're supposed to be sitting at home waiting for them and accepting all their bullshit. Now we have the blues here. I feel like this person had you heavy in your emotions. They caused a lot of mental distress for you. You could have even been pregnant with this person's child while they were out there partying and putting you in third-party situations. But with this Bye Felicia out here, I feel like you don't give a shit anymore. It says peacing out, thank you, next, leaving and not caring. So I feel like whatever this person did, they did it to the extreme, to the point where you don't even give a shit anymore. You're just ready to be out on your own. You're not about to let this person put you back in these heavy emotions. This person had you like really stuck in your head, blaming yourself, going through a lot of mental distress. But they're just a toxic asshole. Like, this relationship wasn't healthy. They were out there sneaking around, doing all this shit behind your back, not caring, thinking they were entitled to do this because they were a man. So, let's see. We'll get some tarot on this. And they can also be in these, feeling like the blues now, because you're now in this point where you don't give a shit anymore. You're now single and ready to mingle. And they can't stand that, because they expected you to sit around in this sad energy, crying and praying for them to come back, while they went out and did whatever the hell they wanted to do. And I feel like at some point you finally had enough. You got sick and tired of this person and their bullshit, their double standards, and you walked away. And also, if you are now in a new relationship or on the hunt, single, ready to mingle, that's going to drive somebody like this absolutely fucking insane, because they don't see you as an individual person. To them, you're their property. You're a possession to them. So the fact of seeing you with a new partner is going to drive this person frigging nuts. Because even if they want to put you on a shelf and come back to you after they're all used up and dusty, after they turned it up everywhere else, if you walked away and you are now in this single, ready to mingle emotion or mindset, I'm trying to think of the word to say. If you're moving on, they see you dating somebody else, it's going to drive them friggin' crazy. Okay, so under cuffing season, we have the World come out in reverse. This person doesn't want to close this cycle with you. Like I said, it was okay for them to be out running around the streets doing whatever the hell they wanted, but for you to be in that same energy is driving them fucking insane. They do not want to close this cycle with you. They want to keep you trapped in these towers. We have the Tower coming out in the reverse and the Six of Wands in the reverse. So at this point, they don't want to close this cycle with you. They're feeling Six of Wands in the upright is about public victory and success. So with the Six of Wands coming out in the reverse, they feel ashamed now because if you're going out and you're dating somebody else, or you have mutual friends and they're telling this person that you're now seeing somebody else, or you're dating, you don't even have to be seeing a particular person, but just that you're out, or one of this person's buddies could see you out at a bar, out having dinner with somebody else at a restaurant, at a club, and lets this person know that you're out there, you're mingling with other people, they're going to see that as a public humiliation. And that's why the Six of Wands is coming out in the reverse, because they're seeing you out there being happy, being free, being single is going to feel like a humiliation to this person, because you were able to pick up the pieces of your life and move on from them. And if any of their friends or associates or inner circle happens to see you out there single and ready to mingle, they're going to lose their damn mind. And that's why this tower is falling in the reverse, because they put you through hell. They gave you these towers in the past. You were the one who was going through these towers in this energy of the blues with these heavy emotions from dealing with your constant bullshit. You finally picked up the pieces of your life, moved on, overcame these friggin' betrayals, tower moments that this person put you through. And now you chucking up the deuces and saying bye Felicia to this a-hole. Going out there and living your life is making these towers drop on this person's head, because they cannot stand that you were able to pick up the pieces and move on with your life. And if you meet somebody and that person is better than this person, they're really going to lose it. Now, why is tiptoeing out here? Okay, so we have Four of Wands come out crossing. So I feel like you've tried to build a stable foundation with this person. You try to build a life with this person. Like I said, with the knocked up here, you could have even been married or had children with this person. You were trying to build a stable foundation. But if you look at this card, it's all a bunch of half-naked women. And I feel like that's what they were chasing. Usually the Four of Wands card is like a couple standing there with the Four Wands and a rainbow overhead and building a stable foundation. But this card, the vibes of this card is basically, it's almost like the Playboy Mansion with a bunch of half-naked women. So I feel like the tiptoeing around that they were doing was a lot of this player partying energy, the sex, drugs, alcohol, surface pleasures. That's what this person was tiptoeing and doing behind your back. And like I said, Four of Wands in any other tarot deck is basically like a couple getting, it looks like they're getting married, like a couple getting married with the Four Wands, two on either side, and like a rainbow overhead. Like, in other words, building a marriage, building a partnership, building a stable foundation. But here, these Four Wands are surrounded by a bunch of bikini-clad women that are partying and having a good time. So I feel like the tiptoeing and sneaking was this person messing around, and not just with one third party, but multiple third parties. Going out there and just living it up, partying, doing drugs, alcohol, having sex with just random people. But now you're in this Queen of Pentacles energy. You're finding your independence. You're finding your happiness. You're building your own stability in your life. And now this person that wanted to put you in competition with all these third parties, this partying, that probably left you chasing after them. Now they're in this Four of Pentacles where they're trying to hang on to you for dear life. But if you look at this woman, he's hanging on to these pentacles. She's got her hand out reached like, take it. I don't even give a shit. It's one pentacle, you know? She just seems totally unbothered. If you look at her, she's kind of just like, just take it, fuck off, leave me alone. I don't care. There's plenty more where that came from. Just be gone, beggar. And he's over here with his head just above quicksand, like hanging on for dear life. And I feel like that's the energy you're giving, like kind of just like, be gone, peasant. And this person now, after all the bullshit they put you through, now they want to come back. Now they want to hang on to you. Now they're clinging on to you for dear life. So why is Bye Felicia out here? So we have Seven of Cups coming out in the reverse. So yeah, this person thought they had a lot of options. They used you as an option. They felt like you were an option. They made you feel like you were an option, basically. They put you in competition, like I said, with a lot of other third parties. They saw you as just something to do here and there. Could have had you in a rotation. Even if you were committed to this person, they were not committed to you. They felt like they could take you or leave you. Now, the Six of Swords being here in the reverse, now they don't want you sailing on to calmer waters. They don't want you moving on without them. Six of Wands and Six of Swords in the upright is basically somebody sailing off into calmer waters. And I feel like you did do that. And this person is now seeing that all these options they thought they had were really just illusions. It was all just bullshit. You were really the prize. You were not an option. You were the prize. But this person treated you like you were an option. And then with the Six of Swords coming out in the reverse, they now do not want you to sail on to these calmer waters. They're going to try to come back your way. With this Page of Pentacles being here, they're basically going to make some immature action towards you. They're coming up short. They're trying to act like, if you look at her, she is well dressed. She's almost looking at her own reflection in this pentacle. This person, whoever they are, they're very conceited, or they were very conceited in the past, with this machismo energy here. And now that you left, it was a blow to their ego, because now, like I said, if they were conceited, they felt like they could put you on a shelf, treat you like an option, even if you were in a committed relationship with them, while they went out here and chased all these third parties. But now you walked away. You said bye, Felicia. You peaced out. You don't give a shit anymore. Now they're wanting you to come back. Now, all of a sudden, you saying bye to this person, you walking away from this person, it was a major blow to their ego. With the Page of Swords being here, this person is definitely watching you, spying on you. They want to know what you're doing. The fact that you are out here living your life to the fullest is driving this person insane. They probably have, like, if you block them on social media, they're probably, like, using mutual acquaintances to spy on you. Or, like I said, if any of their friends see you out, say out on a date or something like that, if they're going to friggin' lose their mind, they're going to be asking for every detail from this person. Okay. So with the knocked up here, like I said, this could involve an actual pregnancy, but then with the cards I have coming out, Nine of Cups is about wish fulfillment. Like, she's just sitting there living her life to the fullest. And then we have Nine of Pentacles. So like I said, you've gained your financial stability. You're independent now. You're following your intuition. You don't need anybody else. You're single, sexy, and successful. You don't need someone else to complete you. You're just out here doing what you need to do for yourself, focusing on your pentacles, making your own dreams come true at this point. Unbothered. She's just happy. She's got her drink in her hand. She don't give two shits. She's just living her life, doing what she pleases for herself. And you being in this energy of this Nine of Cups and Nine of Pentacles, it's driving this friggin' person nuts. You now have new beginnings. Like I said, you're gaining your independence. You're unbothered by this past person. You're out there living your life to the fullest, not giving two shits. That's driving this person crazy. The Knight of Pentacles, this person wants to come back in, but they're afraid to. I feel like at some point they are going to approach you, but they're going to be slow and methodical about it. But I feel like the reasons that they're approaching you are for the wrong reasons. It's just to basically prove that they could still get you, that they still have power over you, that they could still have you chained in this codependent energy, these unhealthy attachments, put you in your feelings, still have some kind of emotional power over you. Why is chained out here? Okay. Yeah, exactly. They want to have you chained back into this relationship. They want to get you codependent on them. They want to have this trauma bond with you. They want to reestablish this with you because they don't want to see you moving forward with the Two of Wands in the reverse. They don't want to see you turn your back on them, have the world in your hand, move forward with your future. They want to keep you trapped up in this toxic Two of Cups. Two of Cups in the upright is about like a partnership, a romantic partnership, a commitment. They had you in a toxic relationship because we did see codependency, unhealthy attachments weighed down. They want to trauma bond themselves to you. They want you stuck. They don't want you moving forward in your life. They want to keep you trapped in a toxic relationship with them. And with the star energy coming out in reverse, I feel like you are in this star energy now and they hate it. They want to dim your light. So they're going to try to come back and offer you this shitty Two of Cups offer again. Because like I said, they want to keep you stuck. They do not want you shining bright like a diamond. They want to dull your shine is basically what I'm trying to say. If they see you out here, like I said, single, looking for new love, that's going to drive this person freaking insane. They see you now that you're in this Nine of Cups, Nine of Pentacles energy. You're now the star. And this is driving this person crazy. And they want to come back in with this bullshit Two of Cups offer to keep your light dimmed. No. So we have the Four Cups come out. So basically now that they lost you for these party animal ways, now they're looking at you as a missed opportunity. Now all of a sudden this person doesn't want these other cups anymore because you walked away. Now they want your cup. So you walking away has made them feel like they missed out. But if you stayed there, they would have continued to keep you stuck, confused, dimmed in this bullshit relationship, unable to move forward in your life. Keeping you stuck in your head with this blues out here. In mental distress, while they carried on like a freaking macho asshole, thinking that they could walk all over you and doing whatever they wanted to do to you. And now because you gained your strength and walked away, they're now seeing you with this Four of Cups as a missed opportunity. I feel like you saw what they were doing. You saw their parting ways. You caught them sneaking around, screwing around. You went into Hermit. You did some major self-reflection. Not only reflection on yourself and why you were tolerating this, but on the relationship in general. With the Hangman here, I feel like you've gone in and looked at it from a different angle. I feel like you really did a lot of soul searching after this betrayal. You have gained perspective in this situation. You found your strength. And now you're going to move on to find your own Ten of Cups without this person. Like this this person was never going to give you this 10 of Cups. You're going to either make this 10 of Cups on your own, or you're going to find a new, better partner that's going to give you equal give and take that you're going to build this 10 of Cups with. But this asshole was never going to give you this 10 of Cups. This person was only going to keep you trapped in your head with their toxic crap, because they wanted to have you chained and bound to them. And like I said, now that you found your strength, they're looking at you as a missed opportunity. Okay, why is machismo out here? Oop, that's too many. Let me see what fell on the floor. The Three of Pentacles in the reverse. So this person was definitely putting you in third parties. And at the bottom of the stack that fell out is the 10 of Pentacles. So this person was sitting here promising you these 10 Pentacles, promising you this future legacy, but really they were just putting you in these third party situations. Like I said, with the pregnancy card coming out here, you could have had a family with this person. And while they sat here promising you these 10 Pentacles, this future life together, where you were going to be stable and have a beautiful future, they were really going behind your back and stabbing you in the back with third parties. Let's just get a little bit more. Okay. So, I feel like you've put this situation to death. You're no longer interested. You don't see this person the same way that you used to. But they're still, like I said, clinging on, because we did see the Four of Pentacles up here, and this person is desperate. They're like in over their head, desperate, hanging on to you. They don't want to see this situation put to death. Even though they were in these, putting you in these third parties, lying to you, promising you these 10 Pentacles, they were really just tiptoeing around behind your back, doing what they wanted with all these different people. I'm hearing, like, when I said all these different people, what I heard was gutter trash. So basically doing what they want to gutter trash. Okay, so with the blues now, we have 8 of Swords in reverse. So this person definitely had you trapped in your head. They definitely had you in a mental prison. So I feel like with it coming out in the reverse, you're no longer in this energy. You're not letting this person keep you down anymore. You've now hopped on this chariot and gotten away from this person. You're releasing these 10 wands, these burdens. This person placed these burdens on you with the 10 of wands here. Now I feel like they're the one left holding the bag. They're the one stuck holding these burdens that they tried to have you in. They tried to have you in this 10 of wands energy. They tried to have you in this 8 of swords energy. They tried to have you in this mental distress. They didn't give two shits what they put you through. But you hopping in this chariot and getting the hell away from this person has now left these 10 of wands. It's left them holding the bag. It's left them holding the burdens. Now they're the ones carrying this weight on their back. So I'm just going to get a few more cards here, and then I'm going to close out the reading. So we have the 9 of wands come out. So you are in this wounded warrior energy at this point. Like, this person put you through hell, but you're still standing. You're still fighting for yourself. You're still standing up for yourself. You're defending yourself. You're not letting this person keep you down. You're not letting them have the control over you anymore. Okay. Yeah. And the fact that you're in this wounded warrior energy, you're now, the Empress and the Sun came out in the reverse. But I feel like you are in this Empress energy. You are now finding your joy in life. You're starting to see the blessings in life again after the hell that this person put you through. And they're coming out in the reverse because you haven't quite gotten there yet, but you're beginning to by walking away from this person, by hopping on that chariot and getting the hell away from this person. This is the energy that you're going towards. You're now moving towards this Empress energy. You're starting to find your joy again. And the other reason that this is in reverse is because this person is trying to block you from moving into this energy. This person doesn't want you to gain your inner strength. They don't want you to have independence. They don't want you here sitting unbothered on top of your throne. They want to keep you down. They want to keep you in this mental distress. They don't want to see you in your power, sitting unbothered and unfazed on your throne, not willing to get up and wait on them and serve them and deal with their bullshit and let them breadcrumb you, let them put you on a back burner, let them keep you on a shelf while they messed around with, what was it that came to me? Gutter trash, basically. While they partied and screwed around with gutter trash. That's what I'm hearing. They want to keep you down. They don't want you to find your joy in life, because as long as you are stuck in this miserable ass energy, that means they have a shot to come back in. But you finding your strength, going in, healing yourself, releasing the burdens from this person, finding your joy, then finding your strength, that's going to put them even further into this Four of Cups. Seeing you, the higher you rise, the more of a missed opportunity they're going to see you as. So they want you to stay down. They want you to stay in these burdens. They don't want to see you ascend. They don't want to see you happy. They don't want to see you rise. They want to see you down in the dumps and miserable, because then they can sit there and laugh at you and say, oh, well, you see why I left her? She's a miserable bitch. Oh, she's just ridiculous. She's obsessed with me. She's just a weak person. I couldn't stay with somebody like her. Like, she's just always chasing me. She's nagging me. She's doing this. She's doing that. Like, I couldn't stay with, like, a worthless piece of crap like her. Like, of course I wasn't going to stay with her. Look at how she acts. She's so desperate. But you moving on, you finding your happiness, you finding your power, you moving into this unbothered ass, wish fulfilled, Nine of Cups, this independent bad bitch, Nine of Pentacles energy, this Empress that's on her throne, that's unbothered, that isn't going to get up off this throne for some piece of crap, who's finding her joy and happiness in life. Then you suddenly become this cup that they no longer have access to. And now they're the ones sitting here with their head on the table, down in the dumps, depressed. As long as you stayed in an energy where you were in these blues, these heavy emotions, they could sit there and laugh at you, call you a loser, basically say, well, what would I want to be with somebody like that for? Like, I'm so much better than them. But you moving on, you gaining your strength, you coming up out of this bullshit energy is just making them look like the loser that they actually are. You no longer being chained and codependent to this person, taking your power back from this person, is making everyone see that they're the friggin' loser, not you, that they try to make you out to be. So that's the reading. If you liked it and it resonated with you, drop a like, comment, or subscribe. We'll catch you in the next reading. Have a great day. Bye.